Welcome to Ambassadors Live. My name is Alex Steele, and I'm a senior here at Ozark studying biblical communications. Today is actually my birthday, and I'm turning 7,671 days old.
And my name is Alyssa Foster. I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana, and I'm a junior studying children's ministry. And I've been to Africa 4 times. Right now, we are in the lobby of one of our residence halls here on campus. This is a place where our students experience transformative community. Some of the other places are through mentor groups, campus activities and clubs, and through dorm life. Alex, what is your favorite part about Ozark community?
I really love how the Ozark community is really close-knit and we check in on each other. One of my favorite things was going to meals with my dorm floor. The guys would see who was on the floor and ask if they want to go to a meal. We'd all go down and we get to talk about life, homework, things that were going on. And I really enjoyed that time together. How about you? What do you like about campus life?
Yeah, I love going to campus events. I think it's super fun just to get all of my friends together and going to events like Ozark, events at the Student Center, and basketball games. We are giving away a mini fridge that is fully stocked with Dr. Pepper that will be ready for you when you get here this fall. You can find all the details on our Instagram.
Now we're going to hear from New Testament and church planning professor Mike Ackerman.
When I was growing up and early in my journey as a follower of Jesus Christ, I am grateful to have been a part of a few different churches that each in their own way taught me that being a follower of Jesus Christ means participating in God's mission. That if you have put your faith in Jesus, if you have received the grace of God that is found in Him, then sort of automatically you are called to participate in what God is doing to make a difference in the world. That you are to share that good news that you have found with those that need to hear about it. The first church that I have vivid memories of being involved with rented a sort of historic downtown building and happened to be within walking distance of a men's shelter. And so it was a normal part of church for men who were experiencing homelessness and drug addiction and mental illness and criminal past to make their way to church and to be searching and seeking. That's what church is for people to come and find hope and find good news. The next church I was a part of actually owned and operated a skating rink. A little unusual, but throughout the week it was a skating rink. And then on Sunday we'd pull out chairs right there on the skate floor and have church. But being a part of that church meant that we are embedded in this community. We are a light to this community. And if you go here, it just sort of automatically means that you're helping. And if you're here on a Wednesday night or a Friday night, that we are here to be a light to this community. Towards the end of high school, I got involved in a church that I guess for the first time was sort of a more conventional church. They owned a building. It looked like a church. They did normal churchy things like church camp and short-term missions trips, and I jumped in on all of that. And as I was approaching the end of high school and trying to decide what I wanted to do with my life, that I realized that sharing my faith with others and talking about the Bible, that's what I wanted to do more of, and that some people get to actually do that as their job. And I remember talking to my youth minister and saying, okay, you get to do Christian stuff for a job. How does that work? I know what it takes to become a lawyer or a doctor. How do you become a minister? He said, well, you can go to Bible college like I did, Ozark Christian College. And I was like, what is an Ozark? Growing up in California and Oregon, I had never heard of a Bible college. I had never heard of Ozark Christian College. I'd never been to the state of Missouri. But after discussing things with him and meeting several other graduates and a professor, I thought, this is the place for me. The focus, the curriculum, just studying the Bible more, that was immediately attractive to me. And while I was a student at Ozark, I caught the vision that this place exists to glorify God through the evangelization of the lost and the edification of Christians worldwide. And I knew I wanted to share my faith with my friends. I knew I wanted to make a difference in whatever community I was a part of. But it was at Ozark Christian College that I learned about this worldwide part of our vision, that actually God is on mission to reach people all around the planet. And in fact, there are still parts of the world where people can live their whole life, decades of life, without ever hearing the name Jesus, without ever having a Christian friend or hearing a verse of the Bible. And through a series of important events and relationships, myself, along with 9 other Ozark graduates, went to Japan. And taking the education and the vision that we caught at Ozark, we started a church in an urban center where millions of people live that do not know Christ. And After a couple years of language learning and culture learning, we started that church. About a year and a half later, started a second church, and that little network of churches and supporters has gone on to plant 3 more churches. And it's this vision of being ambassadors of Jesus Christ in the world that we caught at Ozark Christian College that really helped shape and define that vision. And I could think of recent graduates who have come to Ozark Christian College and after several years here go back to their hometown, but with new knowledge and maturity and skills to be an ambassador of Christ right there in the very community where they grew up. And I can also think of recent grads that are on the other side of the planet, bringing the gospel to people that have never heard it. And that's what it's all about, is to participate and join in with God's mission, wherever that leads us. And I'm grateful as in my time as a student, and I'm grateful to be back here teaching, to just simply join in with what God's doing in the world. It is His mission, and we are His ambassadors.
I got to talk with my friend Matthew McConnell. He's a graduate senior and he's coming to Ozark this fall. Hey guys, this is my friend Matthew, and he is a senior this year coming to Ozark this fall. And we're really excited to have him here. Matthew, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from, and what are you looking to do at Ozark when you come this fall, and your favorite color?
Okay, hi, I'm Matthew McConnell, like Alex said, and I am from Louisville, Kentucky. I go to Southeast Christian Church, and this fall at Ozark, I will be starting the Bachelor of Theology.
Nice.
And my favorite color is blue. Blue.
Blue, I love blue. Blue's a good color. And I guess Ozark blue kind of works
For
out
sure.
pretty well. Just fun for you, we've all been in this quarantine mode right now. That's why we're doing a Zoom call. But what is the craziest thing that you have made while in quarantine? Maybe you baked something, you made something, I don't know. What did you make while you were stuck at home?
Oh man, it's not that crazy, but I'm learning how to make my mom's mac and cheese, and it's delicious.
Oh, it's
And
so good.
I'm getting better at it. I got to have a couple meals I can make on my own so I can head off to college and not be completely empty on that.
I love that. Mac and cheese is a college staple, so you're going to be in good hands with that. And then, do you have TikTok?
I have the app, but I don't get on it that much.
I wanted to ask how many hours of TikTok you have watched over this past quarantine.
I have been seeing lots of TikToks, and I've watched them.
That's perfect. I feel like now has been a really good time to catch up on a lot of videos. I've dove into a lot of TikTok and YouTube over the past few months, so it just happens. But that's cool. Just some serious questions for you. Getting ready to think about fall and what's coming ahead. What's just something that you've been able to do this past year, some kingdom work that's gotten you excited for training for ministry?
Yeah. So this past year and the past 3 years, I've been leading a middle school group at my church. I've watched these guys from 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and they just finished out their 8th grade year. And actually, right before I got on the Zoom, I had our last 8th grade meeting with our guys over Zoom, and it was super cool because it's been awesome to see those dudes just grow in their faith and mature and watch that for 3 years. So it makes me super excited for just having like kind of a jump start and doing ministry like that in high school. It just makes me super excited for what God will have in store for me at Ozark in the years afterward. So
yeah, hey, that's awesome. I think the connections that you can make in high school and just jumpstarting that, even with people that are a few steps below you, is really cool, and that's going to translate well to things you're going to do at Ozark. So that's awesome. The other thing that kind of pairs with that, how do you feel that what's something that I guess this God's been teaching you through this COVID-19 season, being at home, of how you can prepare for going to Ozark in the fall?
Yeah. So for New Year's, I had this goal for myself for before August, before I started at Ozark. Me and my friend from church made this goal together that we wanted to read the entire Old Testament. And because we knew we'd read the whole New Testament, but we hadn't read the entire Bible before, and it was that Old Testament we were missing out on. And so I was going to do that, and that's a lot to read for a busy high school student. But then after everything happened with COVID and I have tons of free time now, I've been able to just like truck on through and read a lot more than I would have been able to otherwise. And I've got like Daniel, a few minor prophets, and I'll be done. So I think that's super impactful, and it's been super cool to get to spend a lot of time in God's word, growing through it and studying it, because that's going to be a lot of what Ozark will be. And I think that just has a good foundation for me to start on.
That's sweet. You're absolutely right. I think that's going to be like kind of a fun little jump start to, especially your BTH stuff and Old Testament classes that you're going to take freshman year. And I think like this is a perfect time to just jump into God's word. And especially as a high school student, I know school's not the same right now. And to kind of turn that around and just say, you know, I'll take some time to dive into the Old Testament is pretty cool. So I'm glad you're hopping into that. And then how do you feel about going a long ways away to school? Is that something that you're worried about or excited about?
A little bit of both. So Joplin, Missouri is 8.5 hours away from my hometown, Louisville, which is a bit of a ways away. And although it is a little scary, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. It's also super exciting because I just know like how much is in store at Ozark. There's just years of awesome community, learning from awesome professors, and just digging into God's word, and just following in the footsteps of some great mentors, leaders of mine who have gone to Ozark. Even an 8-hour distance seems small just because Ozark will be my home, and it's just such a homey place. So yeah.
That's cool. I'm excited for you, and I'm glad that it already feels like home, that it's going to be something that's kind of just like you're hopping right where you belong when you come. So that's really cool. Hey, dude, thanks for sharing some of those things and just getting some thoughts about what it's like to come into Ozark this fall. So we're excited to have you here, and it's going to come before you know it.
Awesome. I can't wait.
Now it's time to award our Ambassador Scholarship. This week it goes to Van Barnett. Congratulations, Van. We'll be in contact with you soon. To be eligible for this scholarship, all you have to do is submit a question to one of our current students using the link in the chat.
Make sure you check out our Instagram for more details about the Dr. Pepper giveaway. Also, seniors and transfers, when you apply for free, you will receive the $1,000 Ozark Scholarship. Make sure you do that by June 30th. And we'll see you next Monday at 7 p.m. Central.
Alex, what are okay.
Should we go down to dinner together? And we got to have a good conversation. So many meals and camera.
It's super fun just to get everyone. No. I love going to various Okay.
How about you? What do you? No,
You're whispering to me.
I can't do it.
Ozark, movie nights. What else did we say? Worship nights. Ozark. Ozark, movie nights in the stew. Ozark, activities in the stew. I'm literally so mad right now. Okay. I love getting my friends together and going to okay. I love getting my friends together and going to events. I need 5 seconds. I love activities in the student center and
Just 3.
We'll be in contact with you soon. And using the link below, using the link in the chat. Use the link in the wait. To submit to be eligible to win the
Make sure you check out our Instagram.
Sorry.
Seniors and transfers, when you apply. Yep.
All you have to do is go to our Instagram page. Not all you have to do, because you go to our Instagram, not our page. Fully stocked with Dr. Pepper. That'll be ready for you when you...
Sorry, I just I want to look at it because it looks cool. You know?
Oh, I thought you tripped.
You know,
okay. When you get here this fall. For more details, go to our Instagram page. Not our Instagram page. I got it this time. To find the details, you can find all the details on our Instagram. Okay. Fully stocked with Dr. Pepper. That'll be we are giving away a mini fridge. That will be... Sorry. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Please fire me. Someone needs to. I'm so sorry, guys. I really am so sorry.
And cheers.
We can cheers?
Yeah.
Wait, I gotta get it. Oh no.